whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira whakarongo pi kari mai. Hare mai, o Taringa hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Tēnei te mauri ko te mauri kei rungo, tēnei matu aiwi o tēnei tauira, o tēnei punapa o Taringa e ore nei he hiri nei, oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Taringa brothers!
Yeah, that's it, eh?
And the sister.
Macho man! Oh, we were just having a little reminiscence before we came in, but tēnā koutou, guys.
Yeah, guys.
Tēnā koe, guys.
It's the superpowers.
It's the superpowers, the Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble, and with Elizabeth Erica.
And here they go, referencing something that I don't know again.
And Elizabeth had fight with Jake the Snakes. What's his name, eh?
Yeah.
And I remember going, you can see the blood.
Yeah.
Anyway,
tēnā koutou, guys.
Anyway, we're coming at you from te Pokapū o Taringa ki konei ki te atu I te wānanga o te aroa. I te Pasi Metropolis o te Aomatu. Kia ora tata e te iwi, anei te kiwaha, kau!
Te kiwaha! Kei a koe e roa ana.
Kei a koe e roa ana.
Kei a koe e roa ana.
What do you think that okay, I like what we've been doing. Hea ki o whakaro te tikanga o tērā kiwaha, Erica? Kei a koe e roa ana.
Like, take your time?
Yeah, you're warm.
Warm, okay.
Has something to do with time.
Yeah.
Oh, you took your time?
Nearly. So it's part of a
Cold.
negative connotation of this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you took too long?
Yeah, no, like you're like sort of like you're late.
You're late.
yeah.
You're the one that's making things long.
And
thing, eh? Kei a koe roa ana.
koe.
Yeah.
Yeah. E
So,
roa ana.
why aren't we... How come we haven't started yet? Kei a koe e roa ana.
Yeah, like how we had to do this mean-ass photo session.
Yeah, we haven't photo shoot the man, so you might hear...
This is why Erica won.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is why Erica's te karu ato.
Yeah, like honestly, she's professional.
Yep.
And, you know, I forget that, and I feel exhausted.
Yep.
And all
I
you
don't
had to
even
do
do
is stand
it.
there.
You just gotta, you know, we have to do all these poses.
Yeah.
But tērā momo takotoranga, it's a bit of a random reo because ka tae tai atu kupu te whakawhiti ki te roa ana. Pēnei tēnei, kei a koe e he ana.
Oh, it's because of you. Why it's wrong.
Things are going wrong because of you.
Yeah.
Kei a koe e he ana.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Hey, nā rere kē tērā, you know, nuance. The nuance.
The nuance.
He rere kē tērā I te nau te he.
Yeah.
Hey. He rere kē anō te nāu I he ai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you use it in a positive way? Like, you know, as a mihi to someone? Like, say we had a mean-ass recording.
Kei a koe e mai ana.
I don't know about that one. Nah, I've never heard it like kei a koe roa ana, kei a koe he ana.
Yeah.
So, ane,
Tētahi anō horopaki?
mo te roa ana. Te pōwhiri tēnei. Kua roa mātai e whanga, we were waiting until we called onto this marae. And then, ka puta mai tētai, we hang around our cars. And then, ka puta mai ni goes, kei a koutou e roa ana. Okay, kei a koutou ke roa ana. Nah, it's you that's been, you know.
Yeah.
So, koe rā tētai horopaki.
Use a lagging. So,
Yeah.
You're the one that...
Ane pia tētai. And I change that, because that's the person. Nā, tērā pia ka haere mai te whānau ki te kai. And I don't know, you've got the garlic bread on. It's not really it. Everything else is ready. And everyone's going, we're ready to serve. We're going to have tea now. Are we ready? And you go, kei te parao e roa ana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there sort of means we're waiting on the bread.
Waiting on the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah, so koe ra te kiuha e te whānau, kei a koe e roa ana.
Kei a koe e
Kei
roa
a
ana.
koe e roa ana.
We got a Paki Kēhua, and this is what we're going to do. We've listened to it. You and I haven't ever listened to it. There's so much going on in it, but we're going to have wānanga.
Yep.
Yeah. I get taken away with all the sound effects and stuff. I'm like, wow.
It's cinematic, eh?
Yeah,
The audio is cinematic.
So, whakarongo mai te iwi, and then ka oki mai.
In 1877, Sir George Grey, the Premier of New Zealand, received a message from a small town in the heart of Auckland, stating that there were stirrings of a new native uprising. He immediately dispatched a large force to quell the rebels. The government were taking no chances and were intent on sending a clear message to the natives that any signs of unrest would be dealt with swiftly and severely. The last thing the government needed was for the might of the British Empire to be shown up again by a bunch of angry natives wielding sticks and stones. The government was determined to quash all troublemakers before they gained any traction. But when the soldiers reached the town, all they found were 3 women and an old man. Everyone else lay strewn across the town. Some were shot, some had been hung, some had body parts missing, and others much worse. 24 hours earlier, 7 constables arrive in the dead of night to a tiny cottage on the outskirts of the town. They dismount and approach the cottage stealthily.
Open up in the name of the law!
The constables don't bother waiting for an answer.
Smash it down!
The constables crash through the front door to find 3 women mid-karakia sitting in the middle of a finely woven whāriki. They are confused by the intrusion.
Don't move! You're under arrest, all 3 of you!
Mo te aha?
Don't play stupid with me, you witch!
Kōhua e
One of the constables holds up his shotgun.
Calm down now. Nobody do anything stupid.
You're all under arrest for practicing witchcraft and conspiring with Lucifer!
Hereana, the pakeke of the 3, calms her sisters.
Kia tau te rangi maari e.
The constable points to the jars and bunches of various plants.
Are these the ingredients you use to make your potions and hexes?
He kumara hau, he kawakawa. Kuare.
What did you call me? Take them away!
The 3 sisters are taken outside and the constables throw their torches onto the veranda, setting the whare ablaze. Kere runs towards one of the constables, who smashes her in the face with the butt of his shotgun. She drops to her knees with blood running down her face. Hereana runs to help. The constable turns to the others.
Make sure it's burnt to the ground!
The constable lifts his shotgun to strike Hereana.
Constable! Enough! They'll get their comeuppance.
Very well.
Don't you worry.
Kere is a bit groggy as the 3 sisters are tied up. They are then dragged behind horses all the way into the town. There is one main street with a bank, a blacksmith, a country store, and a flimsy-looking jail made of raupo. The 3 women are chained to a line of poles at the rear of the jail. Word spreads quickly. By early morning, the iwi learn of their capture and send for assistance from neighbouring tribes. The morning also brings the armed constabulary of around 50 soldiers. They have come to reinforce the town and prepare for possible retaliation. A message has also been dispatched to the government requesting assistance. It seems that a confrontation may be unavoidable. The soldiers set up sniper positions and barricades in anticipation of trouble. Their scouts report that the native forces are massing just outside the town. A speedy trial has been set for noon, and the whole town has turned up for the show. Just before the trial is about to start, the windows of the town start to shake. All the soldiers rush, taking their positions. A haka rings out, sending chills down the spines of the defenders, who all cock their rifles and point them in the direction of the sound, which is growing by the second. Over the horizon they come, a taua of 140 lean, muscled, naked warriors, with tāmoko from head to toe standing in 7 rows of 20. Some have muskets, but most are wielding taiaha, tefa tefa. They stop at a certain point, experienced with the lethal range of the musket. Their taki leads them through a peru, which sees the warriors leap high into the air. The dust stirs, and the warriors seem like they are barely touching the ground before one final leap and then down onto one knee.
Hold your fire. Everybody stay calm.
When the dust settles, a lone figure is standing behind the taua. A koroua, in his 70s, is dressed in a fine suit with mirror shoes, a top hat, and holding a tokotoko in his right hand. He walks forward slowly, and the warriors make a pathway out of respect and fear.
Hold it right there, mister. We will kill you. Don't come any closer, or every last one of you will die today.
The koroua lifts his left hand in the air and suddenly clutches it like he's catching a stone. He utters a single word under his breath. It's an ancient curse that turns your own words against you.
What did you say?
Every last one of you will die today.
The koroua lifts his tokotoko and slams it into the earth. A circular ripple of dust shoots out from the koroua, and a panicked constable shoots, which triggers a few others to shoot as well.
Hold your fire, damn it! Hold your fire!
A bullet grazes the koroua's shoulder, which knocks him backwards. This prompts the taua to charge, but the koroua lifts his tokotoko again and swirls it in front of him, halting the taua. The koroua points his tokotoko to the ground, and the taua drop to one knee. Everyone turns their gaze to see a shooting star, a rare sight in broad daylight. It explodes before it hits the ground, and there is a bright flash in the sky. Several seconds later, there is a sound wave that hits the town, smashing a number of windows. There is a stir amongst the taua. The sheriff comes out from behind the barricade. He places his weapon down and moves slowly towards the koroua.
Old man, hold it right there. Leave now while you can.
Funny, I was about to say the same thing.
Are you serious? Tree branches against the might of the gun? That's not a fair fight.
The koroua lifts his tokotoko.
My tree branch against your guns? You're right. That's not a fair fight at all. But I'll try to go easy on you.
The sheriff is eyeballing the taua, who are brooding, waiting for the word. The koroua glances behind.
Oh, you were referring to this lot behind me? No. Like all your town folks over there. They have just come to watch the proceedings. Tuaka for their wahine. Let them know we are here.
I swear, if they take another step forward, my men will cut them down.
Oh, I give you my word that by the day's end, they will not have taken a step forward, and the 3 women will be free!
Before the sheriff can respond, there is a stirring outside the courthouse, up the main street. The townsfolk, of around 60 or so men and women, pour out onto the main street, chanting and shouting. The trial has been a farce, of course, a mere formality.
British law, like the treaty. Fair and honest. Nera Pakeha.
Stop calling me that. I am just a man, an ordinary man.
Ordinary? Then that would make you a Maori. That could make things a little confusing. Last chance. Let our wahine go.
The sheriff spits at the Korowa's feet and walks away, deciding the Korowa's last words didn't warrant a response. The townsfolk also waste no time in dishing out the sentence. They attach ropes with nooses to the saddles of 3 horses. They then throw the nooses over the town sign, which is 20 feet off the ground. The nooses will, of course, be attached to the necks of the 3 women. When given the signal, the horses will drag the 3 off the ground, causing them to be slowly strangled. It's a more gruesome way to die than the typical gallows, and is reserved for the most heinous of crimes, such as witchcraft. It concludes in the dragging of the bodies through the town to allow the townsfolk the opportunity to kick, punch, or shoot the bodies as they pass by. The 3 women are brought out to the jeers of the waiting townsfolk, who spit and shout obscenities as they are marched through. The 3 women see the Korowa and the Taua and bow their heads, being careful not to make eye contact with their uri, lest their hearts break. They remain calm as a scrawny man in a dirty suit reads from a scroll, presumably the details of their sentence. The Korowa swivels and eyeballs the Taua, ensuring that instincts don't inspire a violent reaction. The sheriff recognizes the rise in tension and prepares his men.
Stand ready!
The Korowa turns back and begins his karakia.
If the old man makes a move, cut him to pieces.
The Korowa swivels on the spot and pokes his tongue out at the Taua. The Taua respond and begin to whētero, poking and flicking their tongues in all directions. Their whakapī sounds taunt the soldiers, egging them on. The Korowa turns back and, using his tokotoko, quickly draws a jagged line in the dirt in front of him.
I warned you. Fire!
To be continued.
Paki Kēhua, he mea tuku nā te wānanga o Aotearoa, nā te māngai pāho I tautoko. Paki Kēhua, brought to you by te wānanga o Aotearoa with funding from te māngai pāho.
Candyman.
It doesn't work if you say it more than 3.
I thought it was 5 in the mirror.
Was it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
If you want to hear the rest of that, what happens, go to Paki Kēhua on Spotify. If you're going camping for these holidays or whatnot, you want to scare the kids, go on in.
There were some cool things in there, but I just want to pick up on this kupu urban legend. E te puheri haere ki te rare mene. And yeah, that was the first time I heard what an urban legend was. Anyway, tēnei kōrero, they talk about te Paki Kēhua nei, the witches. I thought, I'd never heard that word used in a colonial New Zealand context.
Yes, yeah. It's very Halloween, very Americano, ne?
Yeah.
The idea of what a witch is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The witipu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I was telling te puheri about te o mātai tupune tohunga, and the write-ups of the newspaper of the day, so he passed in 1894 in May. Yeah, they call him, it's like one of the headlines is last warlock of the Māori people have passed on to the dark denizens of the deep who have gone over to Hades. You know,
Like, ooh, the last surviving warlock.
Hey, last grand warlock.
Grand warlock.
That's koera te mea. And I suppose koera tā te Pākehā te tiro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, kamatu he paita pikitia tērā mō tērā taha o te ao.
Yeah.
You know, that's how they painted it because that's how they look at it or would see it as, you know.
Kei ia wāhi te te kōrero where I would class as an urban legend.
Yep.
So the goat man on Desert Roads one.
Oh, the goat man.
Hey, you heard that?
I've heard of it.
Heard the goat man?
See, so it's one we've all heard about.
Yeah.
And we had a goat, so
Te puhe.
when we were down in Te Aute, goat man was...
I just saw your face change when I said
Yeah. There's a goat man on the devil's elbow, and you know that gives it. There's a lot of stigma around that idea.
Yeah.
The devil's elbow between Napier and Wairoa.
Oh, that's on the way, and you drove. Then after you drove through the Satan's butt cheeks.
Yeah. And then to the burning.
It doesn't have the
burning
same
man
sort of ominous thing as
Satan's
devil's
butt-
elbow.
Devil's butt, yeah.
Satan's butt cheeks.
Satan's butt cheeks, where all hell meets together. But yeah.
Where the hemorrhoids never stop. Where chafing is death. Anyway, sorry, back to the goat man.
Goat man had one day, and then one Mangamuka the Mangamuka Gorge Canyon. I was like, there was always a goat man.
He pērā I Puriora.
Ah, yeah.
Me whare pūunga, ko te atua, nui ake ia tāne, ko Tarapiko.
Tarapiko, eh? Yeah.
And ko tāna e tia ki te ngahere.
Yeah.
And I've got a few stories of my uncles and funny. So we were talking about hunting mokena, and it's what I'm always, iau ka haere ki o te ngahere, because I don't want to call it superstitious, koe aratai tikanga. And my uncles, you know, some of them would take a kumara, because they were wehi te patupaerehe.
Yep.
O a tētai o nā karaua, he was very particular about where everyone's clothes were hanging in the bush when they hunted.
Yep.
Kai tānoa noa tia.
Yeah.
Where the guns were kept in the camp, he tapu. And anyway, tētai o ngā kōrero, tētai wā i wainganui rātou, i tāpararoa, and tāpararoa is between Wharepuhunga and Pureora. And it was like a prime hunting spot. It was also koera te wāhi, I moi ai a raukawa I tana wahine. Yeah, tūrunga ohi. And that's actually a type of mat that they used in the wedding ceremony.
Yep.
Pākuwha. Anyway, I reira rātou, and they used to go in that whistle.
Wow.
So, kia Tarapiko, and koina ki te Māori, ko e whio, because ko te whio, he reo atua tērā.
Yeah.
To communicate with the other side. E te o atua rā, tupua rā ne. And they would whistle. And if there was a reply, then they wouldn't go that way.
Wow.
Or if there was, the echo was up, so they go,
Yeah.
and if they got a, they knew that's Tarapiko. Anyway, tētai wā, I roto rātai te pui, and they went hunting in the area that they, put it this way, what they were hunting didn't have 4 legs. It could be anything.
Could have been anything.
You know.
Nothing foul.
No. You know. Oh, the story gives me chicken skin. Anyway, they weren't meant to be there in that part at that time because it was meant to have a rest.
Yeah.
And they got lost. And they grew up in the bush and they kept going around in circles.
Yeah.
And anyway, I kōrero rātou, so they came back and then they told tētai o ngā kuia e tohunga, who would be considered as a witch.
Kia ora.
And she told them, he was meant to be in that part of the ngahere. That was Tarapiko, he changed the forest.
Yeah.
Because he's a shapeshifter.
Yep.
Right.
Engari, te koetai kōrero mo Tarapikau, he's got his goat man as well.
Ah, yeah.
And my theory is the goat man or half stag,
Yep.
is the other one, half deer.
Yep.
I think I got mixed up with a story from the UK.
Yep.
So in England, they've got a atua called hern.
A hern. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Koia.
So we have these sort of urban legends that mix together.
Yeah.
Hey, now when you get a house that's haunted somewhere, and then nui nā whare pērā, whare Kēhua, oh, that house is haunted.
White House, Okipe, Rāwhiti. Anyway.
Well, firstly, there's a kōrero with the whenua.
Yes.
So something happened on the whenua.
Yep.
Then someone builds a house. Then something happens in the whare. And you get all these layers.
Layers, yep.
Layers upon layers.
Yep.
And then somewhere in there's some truth.
Yep.
So yeah, someone did die in the house. Hey, but then this is how they died.
Yeah.
Hey, they were looking in the mirror and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And we've got it's not an urban legend, but te tell you what, it wasn't me, but someone went to look at their reflection in one of the king's whares in our whare tupuna.
Yeah.
So it's Hoturoa. I have only told the story at home. Anyway, they used to have dances. All iwi and hapu had these dances and games back at the tennis. Every iwi you go to, there was dances.
Yeah.
Yep.
Marae were busy with that.
Yeah, and they had tennis on the marae.
Yep.
They had balls, all those. And
They had housey.
Yeah, and you travel around, and a lot of the time you'd have it in the whare nui or the wharekai.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think it was at Parawera, and they were coming to Kiki. And back then it was it was metal road all the way up to Aote Road, and they were all getting ready in Hoturoa in the whare tupuna, putting all their, what do you call it? Like their Sunday best on, but for a thing, they're dressed to the nines.
Dressed to the nines, yeah, yep.
E tētahi he tāne, there was no there, and they said it was a thing to have a mirror back then. You see those old mirrors?
Yeah.
Because they were expensive. Not even had mirrors.
Well, because they were made with the right, real proper materials or the
asbestos.
Yeah. But like those big grand frames.
Yeah, they're grand. That's the word.
They're grand, yeah.
Anyway, i aia e whakātāhua na iaia, he was using one of the photos in the whare to look at his reflection. And the old people told him not to. Yeah. Because now he's objectified tētai o whakāhua. Yeah. As a just an object for him to use.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, well, they didn't say that, but toi toi oke wei, tempting fate. Yep. And this is kōrero, first-hand kōrero, people that were on the bus. So he had a motorbike and he was well known for it. And the bus left first and he let him go because he could come later because he's fast. And they were all hanging out, it was afternoon, and they're all hanging out the window and they could hear him coming down the street at Wairakari. Yep. That's where it happened. Ah, yeah. And they were heading to town and they looked back and there was the bus. Between the bus, there was a truck. And then he went to overtake this truck. Now, this truck, an old Bedford, it had all this old metal hanging off the sides.
Oh.
And
like gravel metal or metal?
Like sheet metal, scrap metal, had all this metal, which he didn't see. You can't, And he went so close to us. They all saw him. They go, oh, there's such and such. I would say his name. And when he got to the bus, it was a headless murder.
Oh, final destination.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so, I've told that, and I've made my own little urban legend.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
And that's where it starts, hey, oh, traveling down the street.
Yeah.
That's where the headless motorcycle man is. But in there's some truth.
Yep.
What's the difference between what's a wairua? What's a wairua?
Yeah.
You're a wairua haere. A wairua haere is a wairua is on a journey. Sometimes it's you. You call it astro travelling. You call it what you call it? Apparating.
Apparating.
Yeah. Engari wairua haere, and kei roto tērā ngā mō tētea. Ka tō wairua te mahi nei te haere mai. E tai wā that wairua is visiting you is actually from someone who's alive or someone that's passed. Then you got a Kēhua, they got a job.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a Kēhua, or just, their job is to give you a boo. So to give you a fright, and not actually hurt you. But a Kēhua is...
like a warning.
A Kēhua will give you a fright to keep you away from somewhere. Then you get away to a poke.
Poke, yeah.
Hey, and away to a poke, well, that's when you're haunted.
Okay.
And te te o ngā kōra o kei te poke te rawahi. It's the places now, and then you get away to a kino.
Yeah.
Hey, and sometimes that way to a poke can be a way to a kino.
Yeah.
And
He kihau anō kia koutou?
yeah,
He kihau.
I've never heard that word.
Oh, I'm trying to think where I heard that word. Mo te he poke, he kihau. Noi.
And ko te kōrero ki au, tērā wairo e tai wā, they died with unfinished business.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they've come to try and rectify something that I harapea i te wao, te kiko. And then they come and their mokopuna o whoever has never ever had an experience
Yeah.
in Wairuatanga. Okay? And then they don't know what to do and they think that they're being haunted.
Yes.
But their tupuna or whoever's trying to tell them something.
Yeah.
And you would get freaked out.
Yeah.
that-
You'd be like, yeah.
I just wanted to sort of just touch on that. Some of the, e tai o ngā kōrero Māori nei, but how they can all mix up and you get an urban legend.
Yeah.
And there's some truths in there and a lot of made up because people
Yeah, some
start putting their layers on.
extrapolations. Yeah.
Make the story a bit taller.
Have you got a urban legend from down your ways?
Well, there's this one whare that all my cousins told me was haunted. That the piano would play itself, that the curtains, they were all half cut. They would move and all this stuff. But then now that I'm older and I know whose whare it is, I'm like, that is not haunted. I know whose homestead that is.
Some of those stories were created, but then, there's one house in Otorohanga. All of everyone that's from Otorohanga knows that it's haunted.
Yeah.
And, my nanny Naki, who's featured on, she went there she reached there, and there was lots of kōrero. But one of my mates at school, high school, he was 3 years up from me. They had tētai, e rua nā Kēhua ki reira. Tētai he hianga,
Yeah.
tētai he pai. And they it would close the drapes. The nice one would close the drapes when it was getting dark, and then the hianga would open them. So you got these two wairua e tuki ana.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even turning the lights on and things like that. But the other one would play with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
We used to have one like that. We used to live in Kirikiriroa, and there were some occurrences all the time. And then some I wouldn't tell my mate about. I wouldn't tell Lindley about because she would freak out. And sometimes I think when you freak out, it sort of creates it raises the awareness in the house.
Yeah.
And we used to have an end room, and one of us go toilet at night, and that light will be on. The door will be closed, but you can see the light under the door, eh? And she come running back in. She goes, that light's back on. And I would always say, sorry, that was me. But I know it wasn't me.
It's not the whare, it's the whenua.
It's the whenua, eh? Yeah. See, that's the other thing, eh? So, like the Paki Kēhua, and they talks about that area where there's where there's still...
Another area is the, at Te Whare Wānanga Waikato.
Yes.
There was always, in the Māori department.
Yep.
In the stairwell.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And the other one is...
And those long corridors upstairs. Oh.
And the residences down from the counting school, down there, what's that, Orchard Park?
Yeah.
Yeah. That field there when he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And one time I was going back from party, karawi ki te, pari rongo. And then I heard the story about the koroheke that he went up to do, and there's a pathway there where the wairua walk through.
Pathway, yes. Yep.
And they come from sort of Ngāti Haua direction, they cross the field.
Yep, that's the
and
one.
They go up the hill, and their path goes straight through the Māori department.
Māori department, yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now again, some of that there's some truth, and then people start adding their...
Yeah.
Or you get a fright, and then, like my story here, I mean, I was in the mist.
Yeah.
I was walking home at 3 a.m.
Oh, perfect time.
No one would walk. I never used to have a problem with it, but I just have my karakia when I go to those places, you know.
Yeah.
And my karakia. And sometimes you can feel them, but well, you got to believe in your karakia.
Yep. Yeah.
And, you know, if you ever, with our shares, my nan used to say, ask who they are. And ask them who they are, what they want. And if you know, ki te tohe tonu mai tawa, wairoa poke ke rānei ki a koe me kanga. E kia te haere atu.
Yeah.
You know, even ki te reo Pākehā. Yeah.
You get told it. Tell them to bugger off.
I have been wondering recently, like, you know, when you do karakia to clear the whenua, like prior to building or whatever, is it as effective if someone's there that doesn't believe in that stuff?
Well, those energies pick up on it. And if you're the person that's going to live there, then you're going to have problems.
Water always finds the cracks. That's what I think.
Yeah. Pakake told me once someone was in their group when they went to takahi tētai whare.
Yeah.
And the person that was doing the karakia, kare hoki a Pakake whakapono ki aia. And then later, a person was in the group who had the taonga to see, said, there was a waiter sitting on the fridge.
Yeah, and going, holding their arms, going, shaking their game.
Yeah, going, nah. Yeah, because what we think the whakawate we're doing isn't actually just expelling them. Sometimes it's just to make things tau.
Yeah, like, so hey, we're going to be here too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I used to get, you know, when I used to be in the, you know, it was the cultural unit, the one and we get rings monthly, or people coming in for me and Koro to go and ghost bust. That's what, you know, that's what the old people say, we're going ghost busting.
Ghost busting, yeah. Gala-galas.
And a lot of the time, it was where they're staying.
Yeah.
And I'd ask Koro, we'd say, where's the whare? Oh, such. I go, well, you know, you're sitting on a pā. One time, ka wai mai tētai, and they lived out te kōpua ways. And I said, that's out of my jurisdiction.
No.
They asked me to go and do the whare, and so I gave a number, and it was Shane Teruki's number. And at the time, he had a consultancy, and their offices were at Mangakotukutu.
Yep.
The Kōwhai Consulting, way back. Anyway, he told me later, so I just gave them the office number. When they rang, they got the secretary, and they just blurted to them, we got to, you know, we're having some spiritual experiences, we need someone to come and do. Anyway, the secretary, Sister Shane goes, how do I invoice for this one? She goes, when did we go into the business of Ghostbusters? And he goes, what? I got someone on the line, but not realising I had told this person to ring.
Yeah.
And I've had in my short, very little experience, sometimes police want a clearing. It is the police that want it. And, most police are actually quite careful.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Or there's been about 3... I've been involved with 3 hahu where farmers have found old bones. They are tupuna. And they're so brittle. Like it's like picking up porcelain. Yeah, and the farmer wants the karakia. Cool. The farmer's quite respectful. You know, and he was digging a trench. And all the, you know, there's lots of stories like this. All the farm equipment wouldn't work. And when he went to go into the trench, we had one of those trench diggers. Yeah, when I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's like that. Well, he found a kohiwi, skeleton. Now, I had my nephew with me. He was living with tuatara, and he was in mid-school. And nāku hoki I a me tai atu I whakaako ki ngā karakia tawhito me ngā tikanga. And what was... it was fortuitous, he was with me, but he's like, ah! But then as we're pulling the bones out very respectfully.
He could identify them.
Yeah, we had archaeologists come as well, so I had to get some, well, first the police involved, to make sure it's not a homicide.
Yeah.
You know, all of that. Anyway, archaeologists, and then they dated, they said, oh, these are over 300 years old, these bones. And it was quite shallow, but he was saying, oh, this is this part. Anyway, he goes, well, uncle, because we didn't actually find the skull.
Mm-hmm.
And the farmer goes, what do I do? I says, as Mashuni started working again. I said, when you find the skull, we'll come back. And he did. So there's those, you know, you just don't know what's been on the whenua.
Yeah.
So, or, you know, some places there on the moana, because there's a reef there.
Yep.
You know. But mostly in the whenua, rivers and things like that, you know.
Yep. Caves.
That's why you be careful.
Yep.
Caves.
And talking about hunters, pēnei aku whanaunga I Hokianga, they know where everything is. That's the back of their hand. And they have some experiences, man. My cousin, he tells me about some experiences that we only sort of talk about, and he experiences them. And he knows where everything is, every nook and cranny up and around our maunga, around whakatere.
Yeah.
Because it's rocky, so there's caves. And when there's caves...
there's stuff.
Back to the Paki Kēhua as well. I mean, it's all relative. Like the idea of a witch for a kuia. Like, we don't see them as witches.
Yeah, I got that through the storyteller's lens.
Yeah.
It was, I guess, attempting to present a colonial view of...
yes,
e tohunga wahine.
Aye.
And that she'd be viewed as a witch.
A witch, yeah.
You know, with all the herbs, the rongo and things like that. So I got that.
What's that? What's this potion? It's kumaraho.
Yeah.
You know, and just, you know, just touching on te wā o te medieval ages and all those, all in the Christianity stuff.
Yep.
And Europe, England, UK, and then that went to America.
Yep.
And got the Salem witch trials.
Yeah.
If you did any of that, you were seen to be a witch. Communicating with Satan.
Yeah.
Because they were pagans.
Yeah.
You know.
What were those? One of the trials is they were given weighted lead jackets, and if they sunk, they were witches.
Oh, God.
What the heck?
Yeah, if they died, then they were human.
Yeah.
If they could breathe underwater, they were witch.
Yeah.
No one survived that.
Yeah, and if they, you know, if a woman experienced an ihirangaranga, they were a witch.
Yeah. But, you know, it's quite amazing how there's things in architecture today. Some homes still have them. They have that pointy thing on them.
Yep.
It's called a witch's spire.
Koia. All those villas, villas,
villas have them. Churches.
Churches,
And it was to pare.
Yep.
Hey. So, you know, we say, if you go, look at, we still, you know, in a lot of hotels don't have a 13th floor.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah. They don't. Yep.
There's no 13th floor.
Yep.
That's my malaki number.
Yeah.
So, you know, people, you always sort of constant, you know, you're safer if you do something.
Yeah.
But it's that whole protecting ourselves too from the own energy we create when we whakaaro negative.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And because it's...
energy we create.
Yeah.
It's 10-fold, 100-fold when there's a collective idea, right?
Exactly.
You talk about tikanga collective consciousness.
Yeah.
And then the other way.
Well, you can believe anything if everyone believes it.
Yeah.
But talking about, I mean, no, he's working on this project on children's stories and and they're talking about what they're going to be talking, the kaupapa of the stories. And they're saying, they jokingly said scary stories. And I was like, well, I grew up with them. You know, I grew up, my mum wasn't necessarily told me, but I'd listen. And I hear them all.
Yeah.
And one whare, te teo mate, koro kokore te whare nāne, because everyone was scared of it. And mum, you know, when any of them brought up korohunas, I'll just call it korohunas, when korohuna's house came up, everyone's faces would change in the room and they'd start sharing their experiences.
Yep.
And mum said, you know, could be the fire's ready to be lit, but it's out. And then poof, it'll just light itself. Or all the kids are in korohuna's house on the floor, sleeping by the fire, it's blazing, and then it'll just go out. And you can stick your hand in there.
Yeah.
And, you know, everyone had a party line. as all rural areas did, had a party line there, and you had your ring. And sometimes only one person would hear the phone ring at koro hunas.
Oh, yeah.
And ko moi o rātau, they go pick it up, no one's there. But no one else heard it ring.
Yeah.
O he mate ka pā ki tērā tangata, ki tērā whānau. Yeah. It knocks at the door and all of those was all at koro hunas place.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's when I used to get freaked out. It was only once, maybe twice, when it was the parents or the pakake kaumātua who would change their, like how you said, everyone's face would change.
Yeah.
And there's one place in Rāwhiti, there's a house there, and I thought, that was just the older cousins trying to scare us, until I heard my father and his siblings talk about it in a very, not a scared sense, but like a really eerie way. And I was like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, people say, one way of explaining it is good. You know how they say, when you meet a strange dog, be calm because they'll sense the fear.
Yeah.
Hey, or that your maurire.
Yep.
The way do I feel that too.
Yep.
So they could do in this big karakia that you don't actually believe in.
Yep.
That it's going to help you because they'll sense that, and that makes the wairua also unsettled.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if you're jumpy, they're jumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to the Paki Kēhua, I thought it was going to go down another path because I was telling you, one of the parks in Auckland, there's a big urban legend there about some statues that are haunted, and they're all women.
Oh.
Yeah. And I thought it was going to go down that path.
Yeah.
The big one when I was at school was Clang. Everyone in Rotorua stayed in an old prison camp. So you know the Kaingaro Forest?
Yeah.
That's the biggest man-made forest in the Southern Hemisphere.
True.
It was all planted by prisoners initially.
Okay.
And they stayed in a prison camp, which is now Waiotapu Camp, not far from Kerosene Creek.
Yeah.
And everyone in their standard 4 year.
That was the camp, eh?
Yeah, and Form 1, Form 2, and high school. It's way out in the middle of the Kaingaro. There's some native, but it's mostly pine. And pine is ominous.
Yeah.
The big old ones.
Yep.
Anyway, everyone's got a Clang story. But, yeah, what happened, haere mate ko taku karahe, we were third form, and we're all Māori. So we were the reorua of Lakes High School. And we had an experience. And it was the first time, everyone was so freaked out, even the teachers, that we all slept in the camp wharekai. No one would sleep in their cabins. And the teachers couldn't rain us, and there was a storm, the phones went out, it was...
that's the worst.
We went home in peace.
That's
And
the
then,
recipe for disaster right there.
Anyway, some of my friends, and maybe they're listening to this and you guys will remember, and they asked me, could we go and have a karakia? Because some stuff had happened in there. And one of the girls, she used to get, not epileptic fits, but she had this thing, maybe anemia, was it anemic, where she'd have like a fit, and that all happened.
Yeah.
Hey, and then these fantails flew out, like there was...
Oh, yeah.
There was 6 fantails in there. 6.
Oh, the mass hysteria.
Yeah, it just built.
Yeah.
And, it was mass hysteria. And then, anyway, I used to tell everyone gala stories, and so they thought, Brownie is going to go and whakawātea Kebanai. And even then there's a debate, is it Kebanai or Kebanai?
Yeah.
It's Kebanai, because they're all ABCD. So we there was about 5 of us that went up. And Kebanai was the only cabin that had its lights on.
Oh, wow.
And you can imagine your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So we done the N, and then it goes H, I think it's J, K, and then the next letters start in another room. There's the toilets over there, the wash house, and the wharekai's at this end. So we walked up, and the wind's blowing, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, when we got... And I didn't know any karakia Māori then.
Yeah.
So I did a karakia karaitiana, and I remember my nan on the karakia hahi.
Yeah.
Hey, so I knew mehia te ki te kuini.
Yeah.
Ki nui tā Taringa kāhu, Nan she taught me to do myself, so I thought, the same karakia I used to whakarite myself, and I go somewhere, and Nan taught me I'm going to do on Kebanai.
Yeah.
And it's about me and none of the boys came. was the kills.
Typical.
yeah.
Yeah, we only had 8 boys in our class. Yeah, anyway, so we woke up, and right when I got to the step, and I had a water, and this is where a conference.
Yeah.
And are you the real deal?
Yep.
I was 13.
Yep.
You know, I just remembered this. And then, and anyway, Clang, he tried to escape, and he used to have a ball and chain on it, like, it was a real person.
Yeah.
And it made a clang noise.
Yeah, yeah.
And apparently, one story is he hung himself, and the other story is it was made to look like a suicide. The guards killed him.
Ah, yeah.
Anyway, and it's Kevanai. So we get to Kevanai, get up there, fantails fly up, and then one starts running. They were gone.
First warning
And
shot
it's tar seal, but loose tar seal.
Yeah.
And all I can remember is hearing these...
The crunch of the...
Yeah, they like... And then after the fantails, and then right when I got to Amine, no shit. The lights died and the door just slammed. I never made it in there.
Wow.
I never made it into Kev. And then I looked at the windows. I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, I hate looking into dark windows.
Yeah.
Because what's
Something
looking
might
out
pop
at you,
up
eh?
on it. Yep.
And that's the fastest I've ever run in my life.
Wow.
I think I beat some of my mates because I always lost that 100-meter sprint.
Yeah.
And then I just started wagging.
Yeah.
Athletics Day. Athletics Day sucks.
Athletics Day was only for...
Hated cross country.
So that was sort of one of my early experiences with Te Awairua.
Yeah.
And it was around the legend of Clang.
Far out.
So I'm sure you've all got a story like that. well, not a story like that, but, you know, we've had experiences, and I think that's what I got out of this Paki Kēhua.
Yeah.
Is how things ka tui e tai kōrero, eh?
Yeah.
If something happens to you, ka mihi te whakapapa o tō mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my auntie had experienced that in Whanāpunui.
Really?
And she got told by the haukainga, don't go through this area that people like to take a shortcut through. And she did. When she came home, she got sick. And Nani Naki saw her and said to her straight away, I whea koe takahi ana. I takahi koe te whenua tētai. He says, I've been down the coast. And he goes, engari, I whakatupatongia koe kaua e mahi pira. Now, it's different when you're kuare.
Yeah.
Hey.
But you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were warned.
Yeah. So, inge.
Yeah.
Inge.
Ana, kaitua.
Yeah.
Ira.
Ira.
Okay, anei te waiata. Nā origin roots, and ko te waiata ko.
Angitu.
Tēnā whakarongo mai.
Ki mihia te tohu oroto Rapuhia au e koe Toro kia ita Whaia kia tata Te ara ki angitu e Maia Te huara hitika Whaia Ki tau mata ke atu Ina Ka hora hia kia angitu ai Kia angitu ai He hononga tāngai ngai E kore e motu kia Takahia rawatia Arahina hau e takunga kau Maia te huara hitika Whaia ki tau mata ke atu Ina ka hora hia kia angitu ai Kia angitu ai
Kani move that body.
You know, I would hazard a guess that a lot of people that would listen to this one that night would probably get a bit freaked out.
Well, it starts bringing up, remember that time?
Yeah.
That time. What about?
Yeah.
You know, and I was thinking about the experiences I've had. They've never been from fear. They've been random as. And you go, and then you look back and you're like, because then I think you just experience it. And then the analytical mind comes in.
Yeah, like,
did
did that happen because of blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
Does that mean
Well,
that?
when they do happen, it's not when you're telling ghost stories.
No.
You know, all my cousins, you ask any of my cousins, my age group, they'll all say, I told them gala stories.
Yeah.
Because I can't understand old people say, then they go, what's the story? And I'll be honest, I started adding my own spin.
Yeah, man, you always put a bit more, you know.
And one of my cousins, if we're up Aotearoa, it's even worse because like Patupai and there's everything going on up the pa. But he go, you don't want to go for a bummy? We're like, nah. Come on, come for a bummy.
Yeah, come for a walk.
And you just go to the end of the tent. You know, everyone's terrified.
Yeah.
We had our pa, man, but you know, and then we'd all end up in the same blanket with the stinkers toe jams. That's more scary than the gala. But any of my cousins today, they've all got a story I've told them. It's out of it.
Is that, yeah.
And I was naughty because I wasn't afraid of the dark, but I was afraid of wardrobes and things. So not now.
Yeah.
And this one time, one of my cousins were going, we were teenagers.
Yeah.
And I happened to be in the back shed. I'd been partaking in looking at the stars.
Yeah.
And
cleaning the
I heard my
lawnmower.
two cousins coming. I heard them coming across the paddock.
Yeah.
And it's about a good 300-metre walk from the back of the wharekai, and it's black, you know, on each butcher. So I hid in the corner of the old wool shed, and I waited for them to come in and stargaze.
Yeah.
And as soon as they came in, I was like, I did a karaki. I was like, and they're like, ah! And they, you know, hysterical.
Yeah.
They just ran out into the paddock. They didn't run back to the park. They just kept running around.
Just
because they were sort of lost. The lights were off at the party.
Yep.
And then afterwards, my cousin's like, no, that's not funny, yo. It's not even funny, man. No, man, that's not funny, yo. That's not funny. You know, cuzzy. But we have a laugh about it now. But that's not what I wanted to pick up on was that's naughty.
Yeah.
So I was young then, but I wouldn't use that as something to empower me and people be in fear of me.
Yeah.
Because then you're just as bad as a tohunga makutu.
Yeah, or a kēhua.
Yeah. You know, ka hoe whakamai i te mataku o te tangata he mana mau ki runga i te tangata.
Yeah, paitira.
And keep laughing at the whānau.
Yep.
You know, we got to keep on with the party.
Yep. Keep on with the party.
Stay hearty.
Stay hearty with the party.
My fellow Nātis. You know, some of you might need to learn karate.
Kati.
Kati. Okay. E te iwi e miha tu ana. Mātou katoa. That was cool.
Yeah, mihi ana.
Yeah.
And you two, us three, have a great weekend. You two, mokena. E miha tu.
Yeah, all of you have a good weekend.
Kia nohora mai nā.
Ai.
Hey, ko.
Nā.
Ki yo, whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds. Kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā ko nā whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira whakarongo pi kari mai. Hare mai, o Taringa hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Taringa. He mea tuku nā te wānanga o Aotearoa, nā te māngai pāho me irirangi te motu I tautoko. To listen to more episodes, search for us on your podcast app and subscribe, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Taringa. Whakarongo mai.